Hey there, so this is a quick demo on Augment helping upgrade old Java projects. This one is actually, we can see 8 to 10 years old. It hasn't been touched in GitHub in a long time. This is a Java 8 project related to the Minecraft game. But this is a sufficiently large project, and I'm here in the latest version of IntelliJ. Augment meets developers in the tools they already use. So there's no need for them to switch IDE. Often this is particularly painful in old legacy Java code bases like this. They don't particularly want to work in some of the other IDEs. If you're writing Java, IntelliJ is a nice place to be. That being said, I cloned this repo down and there are some problems with the build. And so I jumped into Augment Agent. I just pasted the error message. The agent went away. It read files in my project. It started to make changes. I provided it some feedback. It can run commands in the built-in IntelliJ terminal. It can even search the web to find example configuration. And we ended this conversation with a working build. So I had the repo in and ready to go. I located this code base because I knew it was Java 8 and I wanted to play around with upgrading it to Java 17. So I went and had a separate conversation with the agent and mentioned a couple of things that I know to be true about moving from Java 8 to 17. I'm not an expert in this topic, but know that these are a couple of points that I would need to work at. And so the agent is able to understand the problem, go in and scan the code base and understand problematic areas. This is where Augment is particularly unique. We have this context engine that has a complete index of the entire code base as I see it in IntelliJ. So anything that I have a little bit different, anything that's custom to me, we're looking at exactly that index. And we have a number of sort of secret source type techniques within our context engine to ensure that the most relevant and accurate information is shown to the model. And that's how we get really high quality outputs. Think about when you go to ChatGPT, if you provide a weak prompt, you get a weak answer. This is the same, but in AI for code. So you see the context engine running multiple times as the agent is spidering the code base and figuring out what's going on. And so it comes up with a number of areas related to this migration that I might want to care about. Obviously, I prompted it in a specific direction with two things that I know would need some attention. Over time, I can work with the agent to tackle more and more of these issues, right? It's about making me go faster. We're not talking about a one-click migration here. But it kind of summarizes this plan of what we might need to do. So I take a look at all of this and decide that web request handling is an interesting problem to start with. So that's mentioned here. So I'm effectively allowing the agent to go away and tackle a subtask, which is a really effective way to make the agent work well, as not to give it the whole project, but identify an area and set it off to make those changes. So it follows a similar approach. It continues to spider the code base, find more relevant information about this problem area. And then it can start to read files, make new files. So we've got a new implementation for web requests here. Then it starts to modify those existing files that depend on making web requests to use the new approach that we created. So you can see it just working through all the instances of things that it would need to update. Then it provides a summary as to what it's done. It offers some potential next steps as well. And of course, because we're fully integrated into IntelliJ, I can review the changes directly in the agent, or I can just use the native Git diffing experience that I might know and have come to love because I'm working in IntelliJ, so I can come through and see the changes that the agent's made, can decide if I like these, commit them, move them forward. So the agent is just a super fast way to get this done. And yeah, look forward to sharing more about how Augment can tackle these kind of use cases with you soon. Cheers.